Hello students, this is me Saurav Baroi. I am making this recording for the students of class 8 for the subject of mathematics, and this is the part 2 of the exercise solutions video that was uploaded earlier. In this particular video we will be discussing the questions from 6 to question number 10, as we have already discussed from 1 to 5 in the previous video. In case if you have not watched it, please find the link in the description and go and watch the video. Students, as you can see here, this is a word-based problem, so you have to understand the meaning of the question first before going on to its solution. A teacher made a pack of 50 cards and numbered them from 1 to 50. So how many cards are there? 50 cards. This is the total number of cards. And she numbered them from 1 to 50. This means that each card contains a number from 1 to 50. Done. She asked one of the students to pick a card. So how many cards are picked at a time? Only one card. We have to calculate, or we have to find the probability of picking a prime number, a multiple of 5, a square number and a cube number. That is a card with a prime number, a card with a multiple of 5, a card with a square number and a cube number. That is a card with a cube number. So what is the prime number? For those of you who don't know the meaning of prime number, it is a number that has no other factors except 1 and the number itself. So you have to find out how many prime numbers are there from 1 to 50 first, and then we have to move on to the further part of the solution. Again, multiple of 5, it is 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. Similarly, this will go on to 5 10s are 50. So there is a total of 10 multiples from 1 to 50 of the number 5. Now a square number. What is the meaning of square number? 1 square is how much? 1. It doesn't matter how many times you multiply 1 by itself, it will remain 1. 2 square is how much? It is 2 2s are 4. 3 square is again how much? 3 3s are 9. So 1 4 9, these are the square numbers. We have to find out how many square numbers are there from 1 to 50 first, and then go on to the solution. Fourth one is a cube number. The same concept, just the difference is that 1 cube is how much? It is 1. 2 cube is 2 2s are 4, and again 4 2s are 8. 3 cube is how much? 3 3s are 9, and 9 3s are 27. So 1 8 27, these are the cube numbers. Let's move on to the solution of number 1. There is a prime number. These are the prime numbers from 1 to 50. You may count, and this will be 15. There are 15 prime numbers from 1 to 50. So this is the number of outcomes favorable to event A, because any one card with these numbers, if any one card with these numbers is picked, then we'll get a card with a prime number, which is our condition to be fulfilled. So this is the number of outcomes favorable to event A. Total number of cards is 50, as I have already told you here. So this is the total number of possible outcomes. How do we calculate probability now? The probability of event A is number of outcomes favorable to the event A divided by total number of possible outcomes. So number of outcomes favorable to event A is 15. Here it is. Total number of possible outcomes is 50 divided by 50. Cancel out the common factor. This will give you 3 by 10 as your answer. Next one, a multiple of 5. We have to assume it let the event of getting a card with a multiple of 5 on it be event B. So multiples of 5 from 1 to 50 are 5, 10, 15. As I have already told you, this is a total of 10 multiples. So there are 10 different cards with these numbers. If such a card is picked, we will get a multiple of 5. So this is the number of outcomes favorable to event B. Total number of cards is 50. This will remain same in each of these 4 cases. So total number of possible outcomes is 50. The probability of event A, it is supposed to be B, not A. Okay. Number of outcomes favorable to the event B divided by total number of possible outcomes. 10 by 50. This is 10 and then 50 total number of possible outcomes. Cancel out the common factor. This will give you 1 by 5 as your answer. Next, a square number. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36 and 49 are the square numbers from 1 to 50. So the event of getting a card with a square number on it, we have to assume it as event C. This is supposed to be event C again, not A. So how many square numbers are there from 1 to 50? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there is 7 outcomes favorable to event C. Total number of possible outcomes is again 50 because this is not going to change. The total number of cards is always going to be the same one as per the question. So the probability of event C is number of outcomes favorable to the event C divided by total number of possible outcomes. How much is it? It is 7 here. So 7 and divided by 50 is your answer. This is the probability. A cube number. How many cube numbers are here? Only 3 cube numbers, because if you get onto 4 cube, this will become 64, which is greater than 50. So this is not included in our list. We have only 3 different numbers that are cube numbers from 1 to 50. So this is the number of outcomes favorable to event D. Total number of cards, it is 50 again. This is the total number of possible outcomes. So the probability of event D is 3 by 50. Next question. Question number 7. In a game show, gifts are kept behind 2 of the 6 doors. Find the probability that a contestant chooses a door with gifts behind it, a door without gifts behind it. Okay, so first understand the question. What it says that there are 6 doors in a game show. Now out of these 6 doors, there are 2 doors behind which we have a gift. So the first question is to calculate the probability that the contestant chooses a door with gifts behind it. We have to assume it, let the event of choosing a door with gifts behind it be event D. So how many doors are there behind which we have a gift, or we have gifts behind the door? It is 2 out of 6 doors. This means only there are 2 doors behind which the contestant will get gifts. So if the contestant chooses these 2 doors, any one of these two doors, the contestant is going to get gifts behind it. Okay, so this is the number of outcomes favorable to event D. Total number of doors is 6 and this is the total number of possible outcomes, because the contestant can choose any one of these 6 doors. How do we calculate probability now? Probability of event D is equal to number of possible outcomes, it is the denominator, and number of outcomes favorable to event D is the numerator. So numerator is 2 and the denominator is 6. Cancel out the common factor. This will give you 1 by 3 as your answer. Next, hold on, yes, here it is. Number 2, a door without gifts behind it. Let the event of choosing a door without gifts behind it is event E. We have assumed it here. So 6 minus 2 is equal to 4, because there are 2 doors behind which we have a gift. This means there are 4 doors behind which there is no gift. So this is the number of outcomes favorable to event E. Total number of doors is, it is again same, 6, and this is the total number of possible outcomes. Therefore the probability of event E is number of outcomes favorable to the event E divided by total number of possible outcomes. So 4 is the numerator and 6 is the denominator. Cancel out the common factor. 2 by 3 is your answer. Next, question number 8. In a box containing 50 apples, how many apples, students? 50 apples. This is the total number of apples, and this is going to be total number of possible outcomes. 4 apples are rotten. This means out of 50, 4 apples are rotten. This means how many apples are not rotten? 4 minus, so 50 minus 4, this is 46 apples are not rotten, that is good apples. Find the probability of picking a rotten apple first and then not picking a rotten apple. So as you have understood the question now, here you go with the solution. The event of picking a rotten apple, the first one the question says we have to calculate the probability of picking a rotten apple. So the event of picking a rotten apple be event A. So the number of rotten apples in the box is how much? It is 4 rotten apples are there out of 50. So 4. Number of outcomes favorable to event A, because if any one of these 4 apples gets picked up, our question's condition is getting fulfilled, that is of rotten apple. Total number of apples in the box is how much? 50. This is not going to change, I have already told you. Total number of possible outcomes is 50. Now you have to just replace the formula and this will give you your answer. As 4 divided by 50, cancel out the common factor, this will give you 2 divided by 25. Next, let the event of not picking a rotten apple be event B. Number of apples that are not rotten in the box. So this is, I have already told you, this is 50 minus 4, this will give you 46 is your answer. Okay, so this is the number of outcomes favorable to the event B. Total number of apples in the box is 50 again, and this is the total number of possible outcomes. After that, just replace the values in this formula. Okay, and this will give you 23 by 25 as your answer, and this is the probability of getting it. We have left only 2 questions. So question number 9, let's start the question here. Find a pack of from a pack of cards with 2 jokers. 1 card is drawn. Students, normally in a pack of cards there are total 52 cards, and this pack of card has 2 jokers. This means 52 plus 2. This means the total number of cards is going to be 54. There are 54 cards in the pack of cards. You remember it for the subsequent solutions. You have to find the probability of getting a joker, then getting a face card and getting a red card. You very well know about this joker. There are only 2 jokers out of 52 cards. Sorry, 54 cards. 52 plus 2 cards. Again, what are face cards? This is Jack, Queen and King. These are called face cards, and there is a jack for each category. That is, there are 4 categories: hearts, diamonds, clubs and spades. So 3 face cards per category, that is 4 categories. This will give you 12 face cards. Getting a red card, there are 26 red cards out of 54 cards. So you have to calculate the probability of these. This is the question asking you. Let's go into the solution. Let the event of getting a joker be event B. So this is the number. What is the number of jokers in the pack of cards? This is only 2. There are 2 jokers, as the question says here. So this is the number of outcomes favorable to event B. Now total number of cards, as I have already told you, it is 54, because there are 2 jokers in this pack of cards. So this is going to be the total number of possible outcomes. Therefore the probability of event B is going to be number of outcomes favorable to the event B divided by total number of possible outcomes. 2 divided by 54, this will give you 1 by 27 as your answer. Let the event of getting a face card be event D. As I have already told you, there are 12 face cards in the pack of cards. So this is the number of outcomes favorable to event D, because if any one of these 12 cards is picked, our condition of the question is getting fulfilled. So there are 12 different cards or different outcomes favorable to the event D. Total number of cards, as I have already told you, this is 52 plus 2, 54 cards. This is the total number of possible outcomes. In order to calculate the probability now of event D, just replace the values. This is 12 divided by 54. Cancel out the common factor. This will give you 2 by 9 as your answer. Getting a red card. Let the event of getting a red card be event. Getting a red card. Let the event of getting a red card, it is event E. So this is not 2, it is actually 6. 26. Here is also 26. Now this is wrong. The team has made a mistake here. Now you cancel out the common factor and this will give you your answer. Okay, because 13, this will give you 13 and this will give you 27. So this is 13 divided by 27 as your answer. Last question. 48 eggs can be packed in a carton. How many eggs, students? 48 eggs. By mistake, 6 rotten eggs get packed. This means there are 6 rotten eggs out of 48 eggs. How many good eggs are there? It is just subtracted. This will give you 42. Okay, this means 42 good eggs are there. Okay, or that are not rotten. You have to find the probability that an egg picked at random from the carton is not a rotten egg. How many eggs are not rotten? This is 42. So this is going to be our number of outcomes favorable to the event E. Yes. So let's start the solution. Let the event of picking an egg that is not rotten be event E. Number of rotten eggs is 6. So you subtract it from the total number of eggs. This will give you 42. So this is the number of eggs that are not rotten. 42 eggs are not rotten. So this is the number of outcomes favorable to the event E, because if any one of these 42 eggs is picked up, our condition of the question is getting fulfilled of not or of picking an egg that is not rotten. How many eggs are there in the carton? 48, and this is our total number of possible outcomes. Therefore the probability of event E is going to be 42 divided by 48. This will give you 7 by 8 as your answer. So with this we have come to an end of this particular video. Hope you have understood it. In case if you have any doubt, please feel free to comment in the comment section. I'll clear your doubts as soon as possible. And thank you for watching. Hope you liked it.